Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to the Angelic Tree Tarot. My name is Gigi. Today, I think I want to do a pick a card reading. It's going to be a real quick one, maybe 2 cards per group. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle on camera. All right, y'all. So, we got the 3 piles, well, the 3 pairs, because this is only 2 cards. So, pile number 1 will be the amethyst. Pile number 2 will be the gold pyrite. And pile number 3 will be the hawk eye or the hawk's eye. So 1, 2, and 3. Just take a nice, relaxed, deep breath. I hope you guys aren't hearing that loud dog outside. So sorry if that's picking up on the microphone, but yeah. So take a deep breath. Pick whichever one calls to you. Okay, here we go. Okay, hi pile 1. So this is for those of you who chose the amethyst crystal. Okay, let's see what you got. Ooh, so you got the spider card. Okay, and you got the Queen of Cups. So pile number 1. First of all, you are full of creatrix, divine, very feminine power right now. You could be in your creator bag, okay? You can be just having a lot of ideas coming to you, creating like ideas coming to you from out of the blue, like left and right. You're weaving something together and you're not really overthinking too much about it lately. You're just kind of letting your intuition guide. The Queen of Cups, of course, is very intuitive, very in tune with her emotions, her feelings. She's very wise when it comes to that realm of things, the water energy, the emotion energy. And then the spider, when I think of spider, of course, the weaving, the web. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just so like colorful too, which I love. Yeah, you guys can be in your creatrix energy, but like listening to your gut. Now, this can be something that you guys are actually doing, like the energy you guys are in, like currently now, or the energy that, spirit or divine or your ancestors or whoever you speak to, they can be encouraging you to get into this energy. What's coming to my mind right now is don't overthink it. Don't overthink it so much. Know that you're being guided. You are literally being guided step by step by step. You don't have to know every single thing. You do not have to know every single step of the process to get started. It will go. This spider starts with one little string, one little weaving. Nothing's there, just empty space, just darkness, and then all of a sudden, weave by weave, string by string, it's all of a sudden it's one big, web. It's just creation, and it didn't start like that. It was every little step of the way. So another thing that I'm getting now is, be guided, trust guidance, just trust yourself, very simple advice, just trust yourself more. Whenever you have like an intuitive hit or something that like keeps pressing you and like pushing on your spirit and you can't get out of your head about it, like you just can't forget about it, that is a sign that you should do it. Like nowadays everybody's like, oh, that's a sign. Oh, look at that angel number. Oh, look at this song that came on and I was just thinking about it. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. Or asking like the divine to give them a sign. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. And all those are legit, right? All those are beautiful and legit. But Your intuitive nudges, your intuitive hits are the biggest sign ever. They're the biggest sign ever. When you feel something in your gut that you just can't shake, something that's nudging you to take that step to do, that's a clear sign, and that comes straight from you. So treat your instincts, treat your intuition, treat your gut, feelings just as important. Like put that on the same pedestal as you put like these outside signs, these outside symbols. Like you are your most divine sign. Basically, you are your most divine sign. Yeah, and the more you nurture your feelings, the more you the more you put respect on your intuition, the more you see that, you're guiding yourself, the divine is guiding you. But you have to listen to yourself, the guidance that God is giving you. So you'll see little by little by little that something so small, a small little feeling can turn into infinite, turn into huge abundance creations. And it doesn't have to be something spectacular or grand, but whatever that thing is that you desire to create, that you want to create, it starts with listening to yourself more, putting respect on your own nudges, on your own intuition versus asking others for validation so much, or even the divine, even spirit. Of course, God wants us to lean on them, spirit or spirit team, ancestors, whoever you work with, we are given gifts and intuition from the divine, from creator, from source, so we can listen to ourselves with the nudges and things that we get. Put some respect on yourself, Power One. Put some respect on yourself, and those little tiny things, the mustard seed of faith is coming to me now, those little nudges will turn into a huge creation for you. Will turn into your completion of your goal, completion of anything that you're putting your energy into, and anything that you're putting your emotions into. Something else that's coming, your attention and your energy is the most valuable currency. Okay, more valuable than money, honey. More valuable than silver, gold, all the finest things in life. Okay, you are the value. You are the creatrix. You are you are that energy. Okay, and whatever you put that powerful divine energy into, whether you believe it or not, whether you even try to or not, that's the thing. Whether you even try to put your energy into something, it grows things. So another thing, Pile One, is to pay attention to what and who you're putting so much value and attention into. Pour all of that into yourself, your creation, into loving, your loved ones, yourself, the things that you really love and value. But pile number one, you are full of creator, creatrix energy, and your intuition, honey. Your intuition, those little nudges that you get are not so little. And I'm gonna need you to put some more respect on your energy, on yourself. So look, the more you listen to your intuition, the more you value your intuition, the stronger it gets. The stronger it gets. You'll notice that the more you listen to yourself, the stronger your intuition gets. Okay, so let me know if this resonates for you, pile number one. Thank you so much for watching, and we are going to pile number two. Hey, pile number two, for those of you who chose the gold pyrite crystal, so pretty, this is your reading. So pile number two, let's see what we got. Ooh, we've got the buffalo energy. Ooh, very divine, very tapped into both the spiritual and the physical realm. The buffalo is an energy that's very grounded, very here on earth, yet also very spiritual. I don't know if you can see it. Very in the realms, very balanced energy. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is typically basically a protective energy, very resilient, overcoming a lot of things. And, the Nine of Wands actually relates to the Buffalo energy in so many ways, which is the crazy thing about it, that they actually came out together. This Nine of Wands energy, it's very protective, it's very resilient, it overcomes as many obstacles as you throw its way. It will always overcome it, full of resilience, full of divine power, full of confidence, full of, power. And then this buffalo is that same energy. Just picture a buffalo standing there in the middle of the strongest rainstorm or typhoon. There's even lightning. If you can see, there's lightning behind this buffalo. Yeah, representing it standing strong and resilient through storms. So pile number 2, you may already know that, and people have told you this maybe, or it's just something that you know. You are very, very resilient. A lot of the stuff that you've gone through, most people may not have been able to get through it. Quite literally, they may not have been able to get through the types of obstacles, the types of things that you guys have overcome. And you do it so gracefully. You do it as if it doesn't affect you. It's not that it doesn't affect you. It actually probably does affect you. You have emotions, but you've grown so strong through trials and tribulations, ups and downs, just life in general. You are very, very powerful. Pile number 2. You're giving very much leader vibes. I just heard the word sage. So you might be a Sagittarius, you might be a teacher, even or you might, maybe could look into teaching. People, whether you know it or not, pile number 2, people look at you as a leader, as a teacher. They look to you for guidance. You give people a sense of comfort. You even give people a sense of structure. You might not always give people the sweet truth, the sweetness all the time that people want, but you give them the truth always. You're seen as very wise. Pile number 2, you are very wise. Yeah, you protect who you love. You protect yourself. You're very good at protecting what's valuable to you. You're very good at honoring your energy. And if not, pile number 2, and there's no shame in this. There's no shame in this at all. But maybe your advice is to start putting kind of like a bubble around you, like bubble of protection around you or your energy, or protect your energy more. Place more boundaries around you. I don't know why I was gonna say God, goddess. That was just about to come out, God, goddess. So, you're very powerful, pile number 2. And something that's sacred as you, sacred as your energy, sacred as your purpose, that does need to be protected. Not everyone can have this type of energy, just because you are able to help people, just because you are able to heal people. Pile number 2 doesn't mean that everyone deserves that energy, and especially doesn't mean everyone deserves, to take, to keep taking without giving, you need some for yourself. Okay, so pile number 2, I'm getting the feeling that it's a suggestion that you honor yourself more. All that love and all that protection and comfort that you give to others, start giving yourself more of that. Yeah, just because we can get through tough situations, which you have, pile number 2, doesn't mean that you always have to go through something just because you're strong enough to, or you're powerful enough to get through storms. You need to rest, and you deserve it. You deserve to rest. Pile number 2, you don't have to be on go, just all the time. Just going and going, just forcing and forcing. No, you deserve to rest. You deserve to chill. You're so beautiful. You have a beautiful, grounded energy. And, sometimes you might, I just heard, or Scorpio. So you could have a very resting bitch face. Where you're not really like mean at all. Although you can be. Okay, you can turn that on and off, but you have a stern bubble. You might be like a Capricorn. It's giving Capricorn energy. Um, very earth sign energy, but of course it doesn't have to be. It can be Aries energy, but of course it doesn't have to be. You are very powerful. You are very wise. You are very helpful, pile number two. And, you know, you're very balanced. You have a lot of power here in the physical realm. You have a lot of power in the spiritual realm too, pile number two. So you, whether you know it or not, have the potential, or you are a very balanced person. As much power as you have here in the physical realm as a human, you also have that much power in the spiritual realm, as a formless, multifaceted being. So you're very divine. You might, be into like the spiritual, esoteric arts or healing modalities, or you might be just very, what we call, quote unquote, spiritual, right? You might be that. So yeah, pile number two, it's time for you to pour into yourself, protect your energy a little bit more, put some respect on your energy. So you are very powerful, and I see you in the future getting very centered, very balanced in all parts of you. I see you balancing out your shadow side and your light side. I see you balancing out your masculine, your feminine, your physical, and your spiritual. I see you being very centered and harmonized and balanced, giving Libra energy as well. But right now, it is my advice to pour into yourself a little more, and ask your divine, whoever you talk to in the spiritual realm, whatever name you give it, God, Goddess, universe, ask them to help you with the discernment of who I should give my energy to, when I should give my energy, how much I should give my energy. I would ask them to help you to prioritize your energy as much as you prioritize others. And I see you doing that in the future, pile number two. So I'm so proud of you. Let me know how this goes, okay? I really want to hear from you. All right. So next we have pile number three. All right. Hey, pile number three. So, yeah, pile number three, for those of you who chose the Hawk's Eye Stone, very powerful. All right. Ooh, we have a Swan energy. Ooh, Swan is all about reflection, mirrors. Could be about another person maybe projecting onto you, or you projecting on another person. Or this could be, you might be in a time where you've been doing a lot of inner reflection on yourself, on your past, on your story, on your just entire life. Swan energy, very beautiful energy. Okay. And then your second one is, the Queen of Swords. Yes. All right. Queen of Swords, very, very firm in who she is. Queen of Swords is very firm in who she is. She is a queen that knows who she is. She usually has a very, very good discernment. She might not speak a whole lot, but when this queen speaks, it's very powerful. People listen to the Queen of Swords when she speaks. She has a very beautiful and powerful way of communicating, a very beautiful and powerful way of thinking, even. Okay, could be an air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, doesn't have to be at all. So the Swan energy and the Queen of Swords, this is like giving me a very direct message, actually. Pile number three, you've been reflecting on, or you should reflect on, just how powerful your voice is. Okay, you are very, very powerful. Your voice holds weight. Your words themselves holds weight. They do, whether you know it or not. And you might know this. People have always told you all your life, oh my God, you should be a teacher, or you should sing, or you can sing, you might be into music, you might love to talk. You might have loved to talk as a child, you might love to talk now. Um, you might record videos, you might, do music. I don't know if I've already said that, but yeah, pile number three, it's time for you to really look at how powerful your voice is. Look how powerful your communication skills are. And people have told you this all your life, pile number three, and you probably already know this. Spirit has already told you this, that you have a powerful voice. It can be, the power behind your voice and what you say. It could be your actual voice. You may have a beautiful voice. You may have a nice voice. People all of your life, pile number three, you may have noticed that everyone hasn't always had a good reaction to your voice. Maybe a lot of people directly or indirectly wanted you to keep quiet or silence yourself even. Pile number three, you might have a history of being a people pleaser, or being quiet a lot, or not sharing when you want to share, not speaking up when you want to speak up. You might have had a history of, shutting down your voice, pile number three. And this could have been because people around you, maybe your upbringing or just people in your environment have, in a way, one way or another, made you feel like you're too much, made you feel like your words didn't matter, even, pile number three. But, that's because these people were put into your life, but they didn't necessarily have the eyes or the ears to receive your voice, to receive you, to receive your words. Pile number three, you've always been valuable. Like the world need you to speak. You need you to speak. You need yourself to speak. So I just heard it's time for you to speak. It's time for you to speak. This can be about speaking up in your community. This can be about speaking up in your family, in your friend group, in your romantic relationship even. It can be about speaking up like on a grand scale, like to the public in a way, or online, on the internet. File number three. It's time for you to reclaim your truest voice. The voice that has always been you. The one that has always been inside of you, that was kind of shut down in a way, but it's okay. File number three, it's okay. None of that, none of your experiences have gone in vain at all, because you're right here looking at this video right now. You're right here where you're at, and it's time. You're never behind, by the way. I feel like I should let you know that you're never behind. After, this life and these made up constructs and these made up milestones and what age we're supposed to do this and what age we're supposed to do that. They're just not true. They're made up. Everybody is on their own journey. Literally, it wouldn't even make sense if we all had the same age markers. By 21, you have to do this. By 25, you have to get this. By 30, oh, if you haven't done this, then if you really think about it, that's idiotic. Honey, it doesn't even make sense. There are over 6-7 billion people on this earth. I think all different journeys, all different lives, all different experiences. Okay, so by number three, you may have felt like you were behind in life in some way. You may feel like a late bloomer, or you may actually be, a late bloomer, quote unquote, meaning you might have, things have happened a little later for you than what, people your age have done or completed, and that means nothing at all about your value, about your worth, about your gifts. Nothing like that. The experiences that you've gone through, the wisdom that you've gained, the knowledge that you've gained, pile number three, it was all for you. It was all for you. And I'm feeling like you are about to start speaking up more. You're about to start speaking up for yourself. You're about to start sharing your voice more on a grand scale, on a smaller scale. Doesn't matter. You are about to tap into your full self. Open that throat chakra more. And the throat chakra is blue, and there's a lot of blue here. The sky on her gown here, and the background of the swan. Very, communication, throat chakra energy here. So, pile number 3, I am proud of you. I encourage you to open that voice, speak those beautiful words, sing, yell, shout, talk, speak poetry, go to open mic night, read to your children, read to, kids, read to your dog, read to your cat, speak online when you're out in public, go to a regular grocery lane instead of the self checkout lane. Okay, I said that, but I really need to take my own advice there. But yeah, work little things to work on your voice. If you've been suppressing your voice a lot and you feel like it takes a little more time for you to actually open up again, start with those small little things. Like I said, speak to the cashier at the grocery store, speak to someone random, a stranger at the store, start singing for no reason, record yourself. You don't have to post it, just listen to yourself, make voice notes. But it is time for you to share your heart, through your voice. Your voice is very powerful and the world needs you. Pile number 3. Not only does the world need you, but you need you. Your inner child needs you. Your inner child wants to be free. Your truest self wants to be free. They want to speak. They want to be loud. They want to be expressive. They need to know that their voice has always been so valuable, so beyond worthy, and so powerful. Pile number 3, I hope you know this. I hope you know this to be true for you, and I hope you believe it. And if you don't believe it at first, I'm believing in you. I believe it for you, okay? I see you stepping into this type of awakened, open throat chakra energy, and you're going to get your voice back. You are a powerful communicator, and you're going to start seeing that very soon, okay? So proud of you, pile number 3, and I believe in you. This is it. I would love to know how your journey with opening your voice goes. If you'd like to leave me a comment, send me a message. I would love to hear about it. All right. Take care, pile number 3.